Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to today's issue of Steam Deck testing. And today we're testing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now just before we go into the game, what I am going to do is I'm going to change some settings on the Steam Deck. The reason I'm going to do this is I'm going to restrict it to 30 FPS. You will notice that I don't have the option of changing a refresh rate at the moment. That's because I'm playing this through a monitor, just so I can actually record. I usually record them through Decky, but Decky's playing up at the moment and the audio's out of sync and the files keep getting corrupted, so I'm having to resort to using a capture card, so I do apologise. But I am going to restrict the frame rate to 30. I'm going to turn the FPS limit in the game off. I'm going to go into the graphics settings and set everything to a preset of medium. I'm then going to go through the medium presets. I'm going to set the character textures to high. I'm going to turn off depth of field and motion blur as they are too intensive to keep on. I'm going to set the adaptive quality to 30 FPS and upsample type to AMD FSR2. I'm going to set the sharpen strength down to 50%. You can set the FPS limit in the game as well, but it's not really necessary if you've already set it on the actual Steam Deck. And that's it. Let's go into the game. Now you can see that this is a tutorial area of the game. I'm not going to go any further than this simply because it's brand new and I don't want to put any spoilers in there. I want you to experience this game first time for yourselves. So we'll just have a run around the tutorial area. You'll see that 30 FPS maintains stability quite well. It doesn't really get juddery at all as we're changing areas or we're moving around. A little bit of free running. As you can see, pretty stable. Let's pick a fight with a few guards. Get the AI involved and see if we can't force some stuttering. Oh, here we go. There's 4 guards here. As you can see, even with this many guards chasing me, I'm still on 30 frames, holding quite stable, and I'm probably going to die. Okay, so what we'll do is when we get back in again, we're going to jump straight into the menu. And let's do some changes. So first of all, I'm going to go into the Steam menu. I'm going to change the frame rate limit to off. I can't set it to 40 again because I'm going through a monitor at the moment. But then what we'll do is through the actual settings, we'll set it to 40. We'll head back in. Now we're still on medium quality settings, so for anything it's more smoothness that we're looking for. But as you can see from looking at the graph at the bottom of the stats table, the stability in the frames is all over the place. It doesn't like operating at 40 frames on medium settings. If you put it down to low settings, it handles it okay, but then the game just looks absolutely trash. So there's not much point in playing at that point. Even here, look, I'm just in the market. There's nothing happening. I'm not doing anything. And the frame stability is all over the place. Look at that blurring. That's really bad. Well, let's go and pick a fight with some guards. See if we can encourage a stutter. Is that Winter Palace? I thought it was around here. Ah, here we go. Let's whack the big guy and then run for it. Yeah, as you can see, in terms of stability, you have no stability. What will happen as well is you will find that running over 40 frames, you will have a lot more stutters and there will be an input lag. So I'm starting to get it a little bit now, especially as I'm running through the areas and changing areas, where there's a little bit of like a half a second delay between me touching a control and it actually happening. And that will get worse as the game goes on. There's more going on, there's more advanced enemies, there's more advanced tactics involved. So my recommendation would be, if you're going to play this on the deck, play it on 30 frames per second, play it on medium settings with high character details, turn off motion blur, and that should pretty much run fine and should play you through the whole game. It's not the prettiest, it would look a lot prettier on a PC obviously, and it's not the most efficient, but the fact that it can run this game, a brand new release, on 30 frames per second, solid stable, looking okay, is pretty impressive. And that's pretty much it from me. Now we do have, if you're interested in buying the game or you're looking for a new game, we do have an affiliation with CD Keys, which is a website that sells codes that you can put into Steam to get games, and it usually is about £10 to £15 cheaper per game. You could have got this Assassin's Creed Mirage for about £10 to £15 less if you'd have got it on the pre-order sale through CD Keys than what you could get it for on Steam. We do get a little bit of commission if you use the website to buy any games, but it does support the channel, so if anybody does buy anything from there, we appreciate you. Apart from that, that's it from me. So until next time, bye bye.